I got my first job on Upwork the 30th after signing up, and I'm not joking. Here's a proof to that. I signed up on the 30th of March 2022, and I got my first job on the 2nd of April 2022, and I made around $150 from that job. I later went on to get tens of other jobs, and at this point, I've made over $2,000 in total with a top-rated badge to my profile. Now, on this video, I'm going to give you a step-by-step guide you can also follow to land your first job on Upwork. Am I saying you're going to get your first job 3 days after watching this video? Well, you can, but that is not what I'm saying, because what it takes to land a job back then in 2022 is completely different from what it takes to land a job now. But if you feel exactly what I'm going to share with you on this video, you inevitably land your first job in no time. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump in. Step 1. Create an outstanding profile. The first step you should take to land your first job on Upwork is to create an outstanding profile. The journey to your first job begins with your Upwork profile. First impression matters. So start by uploading a professional and friendly profile picture. One you're smiling and looking welcoming. Your profile picture is the first thing the client sees when you send him a proposal or whenever they go to your page. So make sure it's pretty nice, because this is what helps clients to initially connect with you on a personal level. After having a nice profile picture, the next thing to do to have an outstanding profile is to have a professional title that reflects your skills, and you have to be specific about this. For example, if you're a graphic designer, your title shouldn't read graphic designer only. No, that's not specific. As a graphic designer, what do you specialize on? Is it logos, brandings, flyers, YouTube thumbnail, whatever it is? That is what you should be using as your title. For example, if you are specialized on logos, then your title should read graphic designer, then in a bracket, logo designs. And if you are specialized on logos and thumbnails, then your title should read graphic designer, then in a bracket, logos and thumbnails. But make sure you don't have more than 2 things there, because if you're specialized on more than 2 things, then you are not specialized on anything. After having a nice title, the next thing to do to have an outstanding profile is to write a compelling overview. Your profile overview is your rising pitch, so make sure it's concise, engaging, and should also showcase your expertise, your skills, experience, and the value you bring to your client. Now, the last thing to do to have an outstanding and well optimized profile is to build a portfolio showcasing your best work. I get a lot of people asking me, how can they have a portfolio when you don't have any previous clients' work? And my reply to that is, your portfolio doesn't necessarily have to be a previous client's work. Your portfolio is anything that shows your skills and expertise. It could be a job you did freely for your friends and family, that you did for your personal use, or even for the purpose of having a portfolio. Step 2. Have a great portfolio. Like I mentioned above, your portfolio is anything that showcases your skills and expertise, but put in mind that you can't just upload a crappy work and use that as a portfolio. Your portfolio has to be nice, it has to be good to a point where someone can actually pay for it. Now, I'm not saying you should have a 1 in a million portfolio. I'm not saying your portfolio should be impeccable. But what I'm saying is, have a portfolio that's actually good to a standard where someone can actually pay for it. And I'm saying this for 2 reasons. The first is, we're currently at a point where there's chronically high competition for jobs on Upwork. 50 people could be applying for that same job that you're applying for, and the most likely reason you'll be hired for the job is that you have a good portfolio. I'm not saying having a good portfolio is the only reason you'll be hired for a job. Of course, there are other reasons like having a good proposals, but the most likely reason you'll be hired for a job is that you have a good portfolio. The second reason is, if you don't get hired for a job due to your bad portfolio, then you've indirectly wasted money, because to apply for a job it takes connects, and to get connects it takes money. But don't worry, if you are new to Upwork, then you'll be given 50 free connects. Step 3. Apply to as many jobs as possible. In the world of freelancing in general, I think talent and skills are important. Having a well optimized profile and a good portfolio is great, but that alone won't guarantee your success. It won't land your first client. It might, but trust me, it will take you probably 10 times longer than it's supposed to. The ability to make effective outreach, to actually send as many proposals as possible for as many days as you can to land your first job on Upwork is really, really crucial. Because even with your well optimized profile and your very good portfolio, if you don't put yourself out there for your clients to see you, then how are you going to land a job? Sending proposals regularly is your number 1 ticket to landing your first client, is your number 1 ticket to numerous opportunities. That's the only way you can be lucky in this game. Apart from landing my first job 3 days after signing up on Upwork, another luck I've had on Upwork is that over 60% of the total money I've made from Upwork is completely from one client, just one client, and without that client I'll probably be below 1k in total earnings. Yeah, you can say I was lucky to get that client, but I wouldn't have gotten that client if I wasn't sending proposal. Alright guys, we've come to the end of this video. One thing to remember is that getting your first job on Upwork actually takes time. It takes persistency and patience. So keep refining your profile, keep fine-tuning your proposal, and keep perfecting your portfolio, and your first client is out there waiting for you. So good luck with your freelancing journey. If you enjoyed this video, you can give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel to get access to more videos like this. And with that guys, this video is a wrap.